Alright guys, so today I am opening up the very last ArtSnacks box of the year. This is the box for December 2016. And I always feel like for the December box, they always add either a little something more than you might normally get or a little something special since it is the holiday season when you get it in December. So let's open this up and see what kind of special goodies I got for the month of December. Alrighty. So if you're not familiar with ArtSnacks, it is a monthly subscription, and I believe you can pay monthly. You can get a subscription every 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months is I believe how it works. And you get a box about this big. And each month, ooh, got good goodies, you get this little card, and I think it looks like a bookmark. I just usually call it a bookmark. And it has information about each item that you get that month. And I usually put it to the side because I don't want it to spoil the surprise. You always get a sticker in the box. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought maybe I'd get a little holiday sticker. But this is the sticker you normally get, so I've got tons of these. I need to figure out something to do with them. And you always get a piece of candy. So we got peppermint, which looks good. Because I'm not a big candy person, I'm more of a chocolate person. So I don't typically like the candy that comes in the box, but I do like peppermint, so I'm glad I got that. And it looks like we got a nice set of colored pencils. Let's focus. Focus a little bit. So we got 5 super color soft and 1 full blender, which is nice because it really makes, I love having blenders. It really makes a big difference when you're working with color pencils. Uh-oh, it got broke. Having a blender in pieces. So my box must have got bounced around. Because look, oh, there's one more piece in there. Come on. There we go. So I got a blender, but yeah, it didn't make it, but that's okay. I'm sure I can. I'm not quite sure how to use the blender, and if you look in the picture it has a point, but mine does not have a point, so I guess you're supposed to sharpen it. I don't know, because it doesn't look like mine came with a point at all, unless it's, nope, it's not in the box. So I'm gonna have to kind of figure this out because it really feels like plastic, which is interesting. But we got some very pretty colors, so I'm excited to test these out. So I'm going to slide these. Nope, there's no tip in there. I'm going to slide these back into the box, and hopefully, since this is broken, hopefully when I sharpen these, the tips won't break off, because hopefully they didn't get broken on the inside. I'm kind of disappointed that came all in pieces. Alright, let's put that there. Let's move this. Ooh, I got a nice pencil sharpener. So I got that. And then your last little bit always comes wrapped in green tissue. So they send you a couple of items that are not wrapped up. And then your last little bit of goodies always come in green tissue. So let's open this up and see what else we got. Okay, what is this? Ooh, it's a pen or a marker, if you want to call it a marker. I love this. It looks kind of like a pencil, but it's plastic and it's pink. I love that. Let's see. Tear off one of my notepads here. Let's swoop it over. Ooh, that writes very nice. Very smooth too, and it's lightweight. I like this a lot. I like that. Alright, and what is this? Higgins Black Magic ink. I can see the ink in there. Whoa, that's nice. Alright, let's read the directions. Shake well before activating pump to prime. And that's all it says. So let's shake it up. Alright, and it looks like to pump it for this one, they all pump a different way, which drives me nuts. You always have to figure out how to pump the pen. They got some they pump on the back. They've got some you use the lid. And most of the ones I'm used to, you just push it down, which is what it looks like in the picture you're supposed to do with this one. This writes really nicely. It's got a fairly large tip. It does not say what size it is. You can kind of hear the cartridge in there. I like that. It's not a super stark black. It's got a teensy bit of a gray tinge to it. But I like this too. This is also fairly light. It's not super heavy. It is kind of weird when you write with it, you can kind of feel the cartridge moving around in it. But I like that though. Very nice. Okay, so let's read a little bit. Our color pencils are limited edition. And I'm not even going to try and say the name of the brand because I know I'm going to butcher it. And it says the Discovery set is not sold on its own, but this month ArtSnackers get special access to this exclusive set. It includes 5 colored pencils and 1 full blender bright, an oil wax medium used for blending and burnishing, which is this thing that I got that is in 3 pieces. Use it right out of the box or sharpen it and try blending with a point. The bright soft colored pencils are also water soluble. Just use a wet brush to create a watercolor wash effect. That's awesome. So you can color with these or you can color and add water to them. I like that. And then we got a Magnesium long point sharpener. And it doesn't say really anything special about it. But it's nice. The only thing I don't like about these is you have to be either outside or near a garbage can because it does not hold its shavings. But I still like that. I like that it's got these little grooves here. If you look the way it's curved, it's very nice for holding it with your fingers. So I do like that. Very nice ergonomic design there. And then the Higgins Black Magic InkPump marker is a new product. Oh, and it's 1 millimeter. So it's a pretty good size. And then last thing we got is our little Fineliner Marker Pen. And it was a staff favorite. And I really like it too. It says it comes in 20 vibrant colors. So I would be interested to see all the other pretty colors because I really like this. I don't know if I would use this so much with drawing. I would probably maybe use it more with writing. Maybe adding details because it is a nice, really fine tip. So I really like that. Alright, so that is what all that came in our December 2016 ArtSnacks subscription box. So I'm going to clear all this off and then see what I can make with all my goodies I got. Okay guys, thoughts on ArtSnacks December box. I really liked the color pencils that came in the box. They're very pigmented And they also hold their pigment when they are wet, when you add water to them, because a lot of times they usually tend to fade or lighten a little bit, that I've found when using watercolor pencils. But these are very vibrant, and the only thing I did not really like is when I painted my bird, and then I watercolored my background, which I must not have filmed because I went back and was putting video in to edit, and there was nothing of me coloring the sky. So apparently my camera must have timed out or something like that when I colored the sky. So sorry, there's no sky footage. But the only thing was I wanted my lines on my bird to stay nice and solid. And the only thing was when I was watercoloring or adding water to the background to blend out the color pencil, I hit my bird and I had some glue bleed into the background. So that's the only kind of bad thing about them being water soluble, is if you want them to keep their color pencil look, or if you don't want them to bleed, you have to be very careful when you're adding water up close to them, because if you touch water to it, it is going to act like watercolor, and it's going to blend and bleed with your color. So that was the only thing I kind of didn't like, but I really like the color pencils. I like the blender too, even though you don't really see me use it in the video very much. The only thing I would suggest is when I was blending my colors, I did the yellow and the red. And the only negative thing that I would say is when I was blending, I got red buildup on my blender, and when I went in to kind of smooth out the yellow, the buildup that was on my blender got my yellow dirty, and I had little spots of orange from the buildup being on my blender. So if you want to keep your colors solid, like my yellow, I didn't want any of the orange in the plain yellow part, I would suggest taking the blender and making sure you clean it off and wipe it off if you don't want any colors mixed in. I also really liked the black Magic InkPump pen. It works really well. The only thing I was not happy with, that I didn't really notice until the background was dry, is the inconsistency. I thought it would blend a little bit better. Had I had known it was going to kind of blend a little so-so, I would have focused more on coloring in the same direction, because you could kind of tell down at the bottom I was coloring pretty much every which way. So that's the only thing about that, because since it is a pump ink pen, once you start to run out, you get indiscrepancies in your black, and you can kind of see that up at the top. It's not a nice solid black like it would be if I was using liquid ink. So I was kind of disappointed in ink discrepancies. Towards the end, I tried to keep pumping the tip and keep it nice and dark. So that was the only thing I was a little unsatisfied with, is the discrepancy in coloring. It's not a nice even black, and you can really tell on the screen there where I colored. So that's my only negative thing about the black pump marker, is the discrepancy in that. I also really like the Fineline that I use to write my little Merry Christmas. It's a very nice marker pen. It has good pigment, nice and fine, would be very good for detailing, and I really liked it. I also like that it's lightweight, and I like that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the shape of a hexagon. Is that 6? It's shaped like that, so it kind of rolls and feels good in your fingers. So all in all, I'm really happy with the items I got in my box. My pencil sharpener that I got sharpened my blender really well. At first it didn't really want to fit in there, but it sharpened it really nicely, so I'm very happy with my pencil sharpener. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.